Hello everyone. Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to make this origami butterfly. This will be the quick tutorial, so if I move too fast, I did make a slower tutorial that you could follow along with. Alright, let's get started. So I'm going to start off with a square sheet of paper. This one is 6 inch by 6 inch. What we're going to do is we're going to fold the paper in thirds. You want to be as close as possible. If you're a little off, that'll work. You just can't be very far off. Okay, so that's good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this paper, fold it side down, and then we're going to fold this in half. Crease that down. Then we are going to fold this top part down so that we have this square. We're going to open this up. We got the open side on the bottom, closed side up top. What we're going to do is we're going to take this top edge and then we're going to fold it along this crease. So we're going to pull in these corners. So I fixed that one. And like that. Do the other side. And then we will open this up. What we're going to do is we're going to open each side here. We're going to fold this down, making sure our center is on center. So we're going to line up that crease with the center of the paper and then crease that down. We'll flip that over and we're going to do the same to this side. So make sure our center is lined up. Crease that down. And then we will fold this over. Okay, so what we want is we want to make sure this flap is on top and on the bottom. So if you see the paper like this, you need to pull one flap over so that you have this on top and on the bottom. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece of paper here, and then we're going to make a crease from this point to this corner. So I'm going to guide that down. And when I'm happy with that, I will crease it. Now it's important in this model to make both sides the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip that over and I'm going to line up this paper with the one below it and then crease that down. That's going to ensure that the papers are at the same point on both sides. That's going to help with our symmetry. Okay, now we're going to take this top edge and we're going to fold it along this crease here. And do take your time folding this because that's going to help you to have a better looking model. Okay, and then we're going to take this edge and then fold it along this top. So. And then we're going to fold this down onto itself. Just like that. We're going to do the same to this side. So that. And fold that down. Okay, so we should have both sides the same. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open this up on both sides. And then we're going to start to build the pleats. Okay, so the way we're going to do this is each one of these crease marks is going to be a point where we fold the paper back. And then we're going to have to retrain the paper so that the crease comes all the way up to this upper half of the model. I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to fold that down, make sure we get our crease. Then we're going to fold this back. About like that. All right, before we move on, what we're going to do is we're going to flip this over and we're going to match this one up. So put that down, I'll fold that one over, It's going to come back on our first crease. Then we're going to bring the paper in, line that up, and crease that down. And now we're going to do the next crease. So this is the next one. So we're going to start up here, but this is where we got to start to retrain the paper. So I'll hold that down there. I'm going to have to guide that up. You can see what I did there. I just had to make a new crease. So I started at that point and just kind of guided it up here. Then I'm going to fold this back. Okay, so kind of like that. And now we got to do the other side. I'm going to fold that back. Retrain that up. And then we're going to line up that paper. Okay. So on this last one, what we're going to do is we're going to find that last crease. We're going to fold, get that one out of the way. Fold that back. We're going to kind of guide it up a little bit. And then the difference is we're just going to kind of pinch down here and we're going to fold this up. Still so it folds there. And then we're going to fold it back. So fold it back and under like that. Sometimes you can tuck it under one of the pleats. Sometimes you can't. All right, now we're going to do the other side. And sometimes you just got to do it on the table. All right. Up and then fold it back. Okay, once we have this, we're going to fold this so that we have the pleated paper on top. We're going to take this tip here and then we're going to fold it down to this edge of the paper. And then give that a good crease. Then we're going to open this. And putting our finger in here, we're going to separate this all the way down to this point. And we're going to put a crease line right to about the tip of this paper here. So go there. Okay. We'll do the same to the other side. Okay. Now what we need to do is we're going to lift this wing here, and then we're going to take the bottom edge of this paper and we're going to put a crease starting from this first pleat here to this point. So I'm going to hold this down, lift that. So I get that there. I'm going to walk it all the way up and crease it down. Then, holding it, I'm going to fold this top sheet down. So that's what we got. We're going to do the same to the other side. So I'm going to lift that, push that over, crease it down, and fold it down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take and lift this flap here and point it to the edge of this butterfly wing. So take that, point it there, and then we are going to open this up, do our reverse fold, and close that down. Do the same to this side. Open this up, reverse that, and close that down. Okay, now what we're going to do is underneath here, this lower part of the wing, we're going to fold this back and then make a crease line coming all the way to this point. So I'm going to open that, I'm going to fold that back, make my crease line all the way, and crease that down. We will do the same to this side. Open this, pull that back, get that crease line all the way there. Okay, so at this point what we're going to do is we're going to fold this in half, pinch this body here. This will be the body of the butterfly. Then we're going to open this up, and then we're going to fold this top of the body to the edge of the wing. So holding that down, and then we'll give that a crease on the underside. Just the lower part. We're not going to crease the upper part. Not yet. We're going to do the same to both sides. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the underside, and this piece of paper here, this flipped up, we're going to fold this down on both sides and then fold it in. Pinching the body, what we're going to do is we're going to open this up and then fold it, lining up the wings, and then we will pinch the body. What we're going to do down here is we're going to pinch and fold this in. We'll do both sides, of course. Pinch and fold that in. As we open this, what we're going to do is put our two fingers here, and then we're just going to kind of bend it back so that the top of the wings align with the top of the body. Okay, we're almost done. Last step is right here in between each of the pleats. What we're going to do is, using your fingers, you're going to hold this back and you're going to kind of push in and down. The reason you go down is to keep it kind of smooth. And you do each one. You can spend some time shaping this, making it just perfect. But that's it. That's all there is to it. All right, there's the origami butterfly. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please click on the like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.